Hello and welcome to my channel, Sailorette.Plans. I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And today we're going to be doing a Rongrong Boho spring plan with me. So if that interests you, keep watching. All right, so I did do a boho spring individual flip through, but this also came in like a box set. The box set is still available on Shop Rongrong's website. If any of these products that I show you here today interest you, you can definitely use my code JESS10 to save 10% on your order. Or if you're going to be planning to use your points on the website, I would really appreciate if you shopped through my affiliate link in the description box down below, and no extra cost to you. And I really appreciate any and all support. So without further ado, let's get started. So this week I did a pre-plan. Well, for the month of March, I already did a pre-plan. That's why the sticky note is here. So I will have that also linked in the description box down below if you want to know what I plan to decorate for the entire month of March, potentially. So I wanted to use the boho spring because this week marks March 20th marks the spring begins, the new season. For me, it's actually the fall season that begins in the southern hemisphere. But so I'm thinking of using like a long box here, but I wanted it to be kind of plain. So I'm thinking about using these. I bought these like individual boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans, and you can also, I'm an affiliate for Mojo Jojo, so if you do want to show any kind of support, you can definitely use my code JESS10 as well on Mojo Jojo, and my affiliate link will also be in the description box down below. And of course, I always appreciate it. So there goes my first sticker. I am covering slightly 2025 a little bit. So I'm going to keep these around, and I kind of want to use some of these really pretty like florally boxes with some of these beautiful like greens. These are such pretty colors. So this week is also St. Patrick's week. So I know during my pre-plan I was like talking about whether or not you guys were going to be decorating this week for spring or for St. Patty's Day. Let me know in the comment section down below if what you're going to be planning for this week. Okay, so this is really cute, this cluster. I love these clusters already made for you. So I like both of them already. So I like this one here and this one here. So I'm not sure which one I like the most. Tough decisions, but we're not here all day, so let's use the florals. And now what I like to do, just in case I change my mind, is I just put it on the back of my hand and lift it up a few times gently, just to get rid of some of that tackiness. I usually do this on my leg. I put stickers literally all over my body. Okay, see, I did accidentally rip it, but that's okay. All right, so before we do that, I also want to go ahead and put a doll down, and I immediately love this girly right here. I love her. I'm going to try to use all the ones that I really like. So this girl right here. So let me see if she's available in a smaller size. I think that is the only size that she comes in. She looks like to be repeated twice. Okay. 3 times. Oh, with different hair color. Okay, here she is again. So we have her here, and then we have her here. So she appears to be slightly bigger in this page, so I'm going to go ahead and use her over here. She is so pretty. I really love her aesthetic. I'm very much into the boho vibes. That is very me in actual life. I just love, you know, chill atmosphere. So I'm going to layer her over here. And move this over. Okay. So another thing I like to do is ground some stickers. I know, absolutely wild, but I can't just like put people just like floating in midair. Sometimes I do, but so I think I'm going to use these like decorative pieces like from Crafty. I'm also an affiliate for, but she doesn't have a code, you guys, or like a discount. But if it interests you to support me, you can also use my affiliate link. It's only an affiliate link, no code, unfortunately. So that is linked in the description box. I only support shops that I truly, truly enjoy, that like I love. So yeah, you guys, just so you know. Okay, that is really pretty. Oops. So a little bit more white out. I know, sorry if that's like annoying to you. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And now I'm going to cut this off. This, I'm filming it before I filmed the new stuff that I got, by the way, you guys. I did get the Country Charm sticker book as well as the Bookworm Volume 5 sticker book from Rongrong, the Little Women inspired, and I'm really excited to get into these, and I think I'll be filming that next after the Boho Spring one. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys already aren't subscribed. I would really appreciate it. And as you know, it is free. Okay. All right. So now let's put, now we could put this down. I think we will do this. Okay. All right, and I really want to use this. So let's see about doing a little bit of layering effect right over here. And let's talk about weather, you guys. Weather is really important for, especially for those that, you know, live and travel full-time on sailboats like myself, but also weather impacts the mood a lot. There is such a thing called seasonal depression. So let me know what the weather is like in your area. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? And tell me what it's like where you're at. I don't know if I should do gray flags or black flags, but let's do a gray one for now. Wow, I just punctured a hole in this. Okay, that was a little bit of a struggle just to put a little flag down. So I think for some interest and pops of color, I might just do black because I think it stands out more, like I said. So let's do a little flag. I got this idea from, of course, none other than Michelle over on a plan on it. I keep puncturing because these these tweezers are kind of bent, and I keep like puncturing a little hole there. Anyways, so now let's see. I definitely want some like plants here and like, you know, my typical border stuff, but without going like super crazy. But let's see what other girly we could find. I like the half cut ones. Oh yeah, my other favorite girl. Okay. So the red-haired one, I think she's so pretty. I used to really, not used to, I still very much love red hair. I'm Very much obsessed with it, with that color, especially if it's like curly or wavy red hair. It's just so pretty. Okay, so I think she's like a little too big. So I think, yeah, she's here on the PET tape roll. So I also have, I bought this with my own money, you guys, but the Seasonal Sensations also came in a PET tape box set, and there's 4 of them. So if you're not really interested in like the boxes in the sticker book, you could definitely pick this up. I highly suggest it. But yeah, and that way you don't have to like feel bad about using your stickers. And yeah, I knew this was a must-have, so I had to definitely pick that up. So now that we have our girly, she has like reddish brown hair. We're also going to pick up a box. I would like preferably a box. Okay, so the big ones don't have like this design, like the floral design, which is okay. I want a large box to layer her off of, you know what I mean? So this one might have to be a contender, or I have this box. Let's see if I have this. Yeah, we do. Okay, perfect. So I could just use one of these boxes from Mojo Jojo. And we might dress up the box a little bit, because sometimes I get really box heavy, but it honestly looks so good when you write in it. It looks really, like, it just makes your writing pop out so much more. Like, it makes your after the pens like really, really pop out. So once again, I'm just going to put this on my leg and lift it up a couple of times. And I'm going to bring it down here. And then if I like it enough, I potentially will white that out. This is actually really thin in comparison to Rongrong. You see, like, you can't see lines as much as you can with Mojo Jojo, but still, I mean, it's still pretty good products. Oh wow, sorry if I'm a little out of frame. I just happened to look up. Apologize for that. Okay, so this is good enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and commit and white out the center, just because I don't like that look as much. But if you don't have the time, you guys, you don't have to be a stickler like me, obviously. I'm not here to tell you what you can and cannot do. I'm here to hopefully inspire some of your own creativity in your own spreads. I think that's why I also like to do and watch Plan With Me's. Let me know if you feel like they are kind of overrated, but chances are that if you're watching this, maybe you don't feel like they're overrated, right? Like, the people that think that it's overrated are likely not watching this video. I'm going to trim her down just a little bit. I can't trim her down that much because I don't want to cut off her hands. I don't know, that's just me though. So I'm going to center her here. And Rongrong, look at that. Rongrong's PET tapes are amazing. Like, I don't even have to white that out. There is a little bit of shadowing, but literally barely. The other thing is, this would be like really cute layering. This would be really, really cute. Okay, I'll think about it a little bit, but we probably need like a small circle over here, preferably like, well, let's see what kind of circles we're working with here, right? So, okay, oh, look at how pretty. We have this circle. I think circles just add a lot of interest And I like that Rongrong just not only has boxes, but she also has circles. So far I'm going to use that one. Okay, that appears to be all of the circles unless they're in a cluster. So that is my last circle, and I'm definitely going to use it. Then there's this decorative one, which is really fun. Let me just go through the sticker book one more time. And so I'm thinking I'm going to use this color and this darker color. Well, I wish this color was in here somewhere. Where is that color? So we only have it in that size. Okay, so we have this like darker green over here. Okay, I didn't realize that this color is like the only color like it. So this is a bit darker, but it is what it is, right? So I'm gonna cut this in half. Hopefully it's gonna be in half to make this kind of go a long way. Next, that's like not even. Really, that's all the circles? I thought there would be more circles. Yep, that is all the circles. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here. Maybe put this one here. But then I would have to change this. Okay, let's hold off on that because I'm a bit undecisive at the moment. So let's go ahead and use another doll. What's on here? I feel like the ones on here are a bit small. Yeah. So then let's look over here and use another favorite. So she's pretty. Okay, so we're going to use her because her dress, not only is she like my preferred, right, but she also matches her over on this side. So we want to kind of like make sure the colors are being balanced as much as possible. I do try to aim for balance, not only in color, but like dolls, in elements. So this is just like all about balancing, and that's literally what decorative planning is mostly about, in my humble opinion. This doll though, she appears to be a bit blurry. Yeah, like when you look at her close up, everything's a bit blurry, but the other ones are quite crisp, you know, except for her. But we're just gonna go ahead and use her anyways. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna use her because she could also pass for a Polynesian as well as a Dominican girly. So I'm just putting her on my leg. Beautiful. Okay, she does need a little bit of whiteout because she is a clear sticker from the sticker book. So you could see the lines a bit more. And I'll just like go ahead and fast forward that in case that, you know, doesn't interest you. Okay, so let's put a little bit of this here. So I'm just gonna white it out and then trim it. Okay, and then this little leftover, I could piece it over here and then trim that. Now, let's see what else we can do. Maybe we can create some more scenes here, right? Okay, let's see about going for something a little bit more subtle, because spring is all about brightness, and I know that we're kind of going for like a different look here. We're going for a more neutral aesthetic, which is totally okay, but let's go with some florals is what I'm trying to say. Like, florals are very much a spring must-have because everything is blooming, right? So I'm gonna try to cut this in half as much as possible. Let me grab my X-Acto knife. So let's cut this in half, hopefully. Yeah, that's not in half. That was definitely not in half, but you know, it's okay. And I want to use like a thin layer, you know, to go over the top, up here. That's kind of what I had in mind originally. Yeah, that looks really cute. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to trim it. Okay, and now let's use the other part on the other side. Sorry, I had to like turn it, you guys, because it is hard otherwise. You know what I mean? Because like I'm filming like up here. You can't really tell, but it's hard for me to see that way. So let's grab this other end. So yeah, brighter spreads are coming, but I think for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere transitioning from winter to spring, I think this is a really nice transition, if to like from like those drab colors to something neutral but really beautiful still. That is stunning. Okay, so then down here, let's see what else we could do. I wanted like green plants, but now I'm thinking that might be too much. I don't know. I'm going to take this little plant. I'm going to try to see if I could sprinkle it. Sorry, I know I'm not in frame again. I just get like really in the zone. And let's pick this one up and put it on here. So I'm just going to trim the bottom a little bit. Are you all looking forward to spring? I know that for me it doesn't really matter because I live in a summer climate all year long, but I understand that, again, like weather definitely does impact people's moods, so I totally get that. Wildflowers. Oh dear. You must allow yourself to grow in all the places. So that's a really cute quote. And then this one, spring feels like home. So I could use that depending on what I use for the bottom here. Or I could come back and use these from Crafty. So sure, why not? Let's use some of these as well. These cute layering elements. So I'm going to trim a little bit of that and put it right there. Okay, I think that's cute. This is looking really cute. There we go. I think the dark brown is kind of what we needed because everything is so like light, right? Like very neutral. That's why I feel like I wanted to add the black here, because we needed like something like contrasting with the lighter colors. So this is actually truly perfect. And I realize the only thing we have on this side is, like, only color we have on that side is this long box. So I think I'm going to add another box like over here, and then use another one, maybe that color if I could find it in this sticker book. Okay, this is not the same, but we're gonna go for it. There we go. And then some other decor. We definitely need quotes as well. Some plants. Okay, that's really cute. All good things are wild and free. Let's see where we could add that quote. Would be nice to have a quote over here. So if I have a quote here, let's see if I can find another quote, because this would otherwise go here. So let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted, but I do see another plant that we could use, and we could put it right there. Just trimming the bottom off so that I could sit nicely on the box. That is so cute. That is definitely something that was needed. So all of the quotes seem to be in this green color. I don't know what other quote to put there. So for now, I'm just going to put this quote here. I have this sticker book from Amber Plans Her Day. So let's see if there are any spring quotes here. This is cute. The more you celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. So I'm actually gonna cut off the Oprah Winfrey, because that was she who said that, but I understand why it would need to be in the sticker book, right? So I'm gonna trim this down real quick and I'll be right back. So now I feel like this needs to be moved up, because this looks better right here. And so now we're going to move this sticker up, just because I don't want the quotes to be like side by side. So we can put a quote, this quote right here actually. I've trimmed it down, of course, because I'm obsessed. Now, I feel like these boxes are missing a little something, some washi tape perhaps. So I have some of these here. So this is soft enough and skinny enough, but I'm gonna go for like the teared up washi look, because I think it looks really cute that way. So I'm just going to rip this in the center. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything. And stick her down. And then maybe like down here. Okay, I think what we need is like a little cluster of florals there. And I know that the PET tape definitely has little clusters of florals like this. So let's do that. Gorgeous. That was literally perfect. I think that was literally the perfect touch. So now I'm just going to use some of those scraps to fill this in. Yeah, actually, so I'm going to use the rest of the little flowers from the PET tape to fill the bottom. Okay, so some more PET tape. Oh, how cute. I could have used this. Oh, I actually like that a lot better than this wicker chair. Wow. Okay, so I might cut the wicker chair out. Is there another wicker chair? That's cute, this wicker chair hanging, or even from here. I think I'm gonna come back to that. Let's just finish this border and then I'll come back to this area here. Sorry you can't see when I'm cutting. I think I've already said why I need to see while I'm cutting, and there's only so much space I'm working in. This is coming to be like turning out to be really, really cute, if I do say so myself. So let's find some more of the little clusters of florals. Here, this one right here, this wicker chair. Where do you think it should go? Up here or down here? Maybe a quote can go here. I'm going to put it here. Oh, that's so cute. I did have this like little leftover from this piece, so I'm gonna use that. Okay, now a quote from Amber Plans Her Day. So I found this quote about luck. Never iron a 4-leaf clover because you don't want to press your luck. But I want to kind of cut this up since this is also kind of like St. Patrick's week. These are tough to pick up. And then you don't want to press your luck. And then I'll be right back because I have to kind of cut this up. So I'll be right back with that. All right, so I think I've trimmed this down enough to say your luck. Or even here. Would make more sense to say lucky, so if I find a Y, I'll stick it on there, but I'm not going to do that on camera. Okay, and then this one says a 4-leaf clover. I did cut the C off a little bit, but I hope that'll be okay. 4-leaf clover. So lastly, let's hurry this up because this is kind of starting to take a while. Okay, let's hope that worked. Okay, that was not bad. And now I want to use that PET tape, this one, with the girl holding the succulent. Oh, geez, when you're in a rush. I'm only in a rush because I know this video is so long, you guys. But I know some of you, many of you say you don't really even care about the length. I don't know, it's just something I'm very self-conscious about. Okay, so now I'm just taking the excess clear offset off my scissors because I don't like to have super gunky scissors. And now let's make this work. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of glue. That's actually a lot of bit of glue. And piece this part back together. I messed this up pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is this is I think pretty much the same color. So I'm going to trim this off because it does look pretty bad. And I'm going to use this to fill in this border as best as I can. Okay, that did not go over the best. I think if I wasn't on camera with you, it actually would have gone a lot better. But yeah, sticker surgery is literally a lot of work. Okay, so this is where I'm going to stop, in all honesty. I think I'm going to add like a little bit more bits and bobs. Like next to her, I would like to add something really small, but I'm not sure what yet. Oh, you know what? I just thought of this scrap that I had left over. What do you think? Okay, I think that's literally the touch that it needed. That is everything, you guys. This is a fairly long plan with me. I'm going, wow, nothing wants to stay. That is the spread. Let me know what you think of it. Are you decorating this week like springy like or St. Patrick's Day theme like? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope that I was able to inspire you in some way and kind of show you a little bit about my processes and talk out loud about them. But yeah, that's everything, you guys. Don't forget that you can definitely purchase boho spring. It is available individually. You can use my code JESS10 to save 10% on your order, or my affiliate in the description box down below. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It just really helps push out the video to those that want to see it. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. It's completely free after all, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Bon voyage!